Hey guys, today we have an interesting experiment to do. We'll try to find out if this Fiat 500 will run on vodka. Pretty small car, which has a manual transmission. I wanted to have a car with a manual transmission just in case something goes wrong. I will be able to just push it back into my driveway. I already did some preliminary setup. I already disconnected the original fuel lines and the return line, and I connected this clear hoses to the fuel rail and to the return line. This is my 12-volt supply to the internal pump that we'll be using to pump fuel through the system. We already tried to run a diesel car on the oil before, and it actually ran pretty fine. So this time, this is a gasoline car, but we'll run it on vodka. We'll start this experiment by running it on actual alcohol, and then we'll try to reduce the concentration of the alcohol to a vodka level. At this point, we have this setup here. So we have our main line and the return line. We have it all into this bucket. When we tried to run it the first time, it started spilling alcohol all over the place. So this time we put it inside the bucket. So if it leaks, it stays inside. But it's actually leaking pretty good around these fittings. And what happens is when the pump is working, there's nothing coming through the return line. So I don't know if the valve that's supposed to hold the minimum pressure inside the fuel rail is bad, or we just can't make high enough pressure to make it open. So it just stays closed, and everything starts to leak around these fittings. Hopefully nothing's gonna catch on fire. Maybe the valve that holds the minimum pressure is electronically controlled. If it sees that the main fuel pump is not working because we ended up disconnecting the relay, one thing you'll need to do something like this is first you have to take this fuel pump relay out so it's not spilling gas all over the place when you crank it. Ask me how I know. So once the relay is disconnected, there's nothing coming out, but we have our auxiliary pump hooked up over here. This pump creates way too much pressure that it starts just leaking all over the place. We're gonna be modulating it by turning it on and off with this alligator clips. Hopefully it's gonna work. So first we're gonna try to run it on this 70% rubbing alcohol. I'm pretty positive it's gonna run well, and alcohol, it actually has a higher octane count than a gasoline, so that's why it's being added to regular gasoline to increase its octane count. I'm pretty positive it's not gonna cause any early detonation or anything like that, but I'm more worried about it not igniting at all. So we're gonna try to start with 70% alcohol, and then we switch over to vodka if it runs well. We have our setup ready, so you're gonna have to throttle this. Yeah, try to touch it until it starts leaking just a tiny bit. Oh yeah, it starts leaking now. Let me try to start it. Oh yeah, it's running. Yeah, give it more pressure. That's it. All right, cool. Let me see if we're safe over here and nothing is leaking. There is some air bubbles in the supply line, so I think that's why it's probably not working quite smooth, but it's okay. Okay, how are we looking here? All right, so yeah, it's leaking, and we're probably halfway empty on alcohol already, but it looks like it's running. Let's take it on the street and see if it drives well. How much we got?
Still a bit.
Yeah, we have less than a half already. Okay. So, give it some more. All right. It looks like it runs. Seems to be driving fine, but we're gonna run out of fuel pretty quick over here, so we need to switch over to a bigger container. Okay, so you saw it ran pretty fine on alcohol. Now the ultimate test. We're gonna try to put the tube inside the vodka bottle, see if it still runs. Okay, open up that vodka. If we get pulled over by the police, it will be kind of hard to explain, but I think they will understand what we're trying to do here.
Bummer.
Oh, it has that thing inside. Let's try to take it out. Let's give it a shot now. Okay, so our setup is all ready. We have our Smirnoff vodka in. Okay. All right. It's not even leaking that bad. Interesting. Let's see if it starts. It will probably start fine right now because it still has some alcohol inside. Where's your safety glasses? Safety first. All right, so moment of truth. Come on. No. More pressure. All right. Is it leaking?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's leaking. I'm gonna wait for a bit to let it run and make sure that it still runs on vodka and not on alcohol, which is inside. Pressure, pressure, we need more pressure.
You got it.
Okay. Yeah, it's not it's not working as good as on gasoline for sure. Nope. You need to give more pressure. I think we finally got some vodka in the system and it's not liking it. Yeah, it's definitely not liking vodka. Let's try it again. No! Okay, so we just need more pressure. Alright, so we're running on vodka. It's leaking bad. We're gonna run out of this vodka pretty quick.
Right now.
Well, give it more pressure. Oh yeah! Vodka! We going! Yeah! Oh, the sounds that it's making. That's not very healthy.
Oh, 1 second.
Oh, we're running out.
Yeah.
So we got stuck. And we actually ran out of vodka pretty quick. Neighbors probably not understanding what is going on here, but we're gonna give it some more vodka now. So we're gonna change the bottle and hopefully it will help. Okay, so give it pressure. Okay, pressure is there. Come on. Give it more.
More. More.
Okay, so I think this is where our experiment is gonna end. I don't think we either given it enough pressure. Oh god, look at this hose. Yeah, it's definitely not designed for this pressure. That's no good. It's about to burst, so we need to go back home. All right, so go behind the steering wheel. I'm gonna push it. So we barely made it from there to here, and that's about it. I think vodka finally made it into the engine, and it actually started working a lot rougher than on alcohol, and I think that's about it. The other way, the other way. Okay, you good? You know where the brakes are, right? Well, you holding the brakes right now. Okay, well, you tell me when you're ready. I'm gonna give you some beans over here. That's good that this car is so light. All right. We going. I can't believe I can push this car so easily. like a little bit of a workout. Yeah, because this ain't good. And then we have all that leak inside. That's also not good. Yeah, we have almost like half a bucket of fluid inside. But yeah, it worked fine for like 10 minutes or so. It definitely works on alcohol. Even 70% rub in alcohol makes this baby pour. So I think if we have the right size hose and we connect it properly and it's not leaking, we can probably get enough pressure inside the system and it will probably work just fine, because the computer will adjust the amount of fuel to compensate for the lack of power. So if you liked it, give me a thumbs up, like, subscribe to this channel. We'll probably do some more crazy experiments later, but for right now, this is where this ends. Hi there. Unfortunately, it didn't run on vodka as well as we thought, but next time we'll try something different. But it ran really well on 70% rub in alcohol. So I guess if you are in a pinch, you can probably put that in your tank, and mixed with gasoline, it will still run your engine. But unfortunately, in my case, vodka was not the solution. Stay curious, keep exploring. See you in the next video. Bye, guys.